Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be talking about the 10th anniversary concert for the Concert Chorale here at Troy University. And my guest today, Director of Choirs, Diane Orlofsky. Diane, thanks for joining me here today.
A pleasure, Aaron. Thanks.
And traditionally you're here to promote a concert, but this one a little special because it's an anniversary concert for one of the premier choral groups here on campus. Tell us a little about it.
We're pressing pause a little bit and looking backwards and also forward, but kind of celebrating the journey we've been on for the last 10 years. I began conducting this ensemble back in 2006. And here it is, 10 years later.
And for those out there who aren't familiar, tell us about Concert Chorale, the group itself.
It's an audition chamber choir, so it tends to be on the smaller side. We do a lot of a cappella work and work of lots of contemporary composers, all of which will be sort of highlighted on this concert.
And of course, with this concert, 10th anniversary, a lot of the history kind of guided what you're doing here. Tell us about how that kind of molded what you're performing.
Well, all the alums that have ever been in this group are going to be listed in the program, and so I went back and I contacted them personally and said, tell me the one piece that made a difference for you in your time during chorale, and they would vote. And I began to see a trend. And so I programmed the concert based in large part upon their responses.
And of course, and that means maybe kind of a hodgepodge of pieces.
You know what, though? You would think that until you actually looked at the pieces. They lent themselves so that one flows into the next, either linked thematically or musically. And this concert is based so that there's not going to be a lot of applause room. It kind of flows one to another kind of organically.
And of course, and in that regard, with 10 years, are you doing greatest hits? Does that mean you're maybe getting a song from each one of those years?
We are. We're doing a song from every performance year, and sometimes more than one. And we're also premiering a new piece that was written for the occasion by this beautiful and wonderful composer, Eric William Barnum, who has written for us before.
And of course, so a little bit of the past, a little bit of the future in there.
Exactly.
But talking about the past, now you've gotten the input from individuals to get the songs there. You're honoring these people. Are any of the past singers going to be a part of this performance?
We've invited all the alums to come back and sing on our last piece, which is a benediction, and I think several will be here. I've also invited people who have gone through as singers and then were GAs and have gone on to, they're in their profession. They're coming back to guest conduct, and there are 3 women conductors who are coming back to do that for us.
And so bringing in a guest conductor, and then with that, I guess with having a guest conductor in there, is there any, prior experience with the choir, or is it going to kind of show up that day? Has there been any rehearsals with these conductors?
Some of them have been. Our own Tori Lee Avred, who is the director of theater and dance, she's come in several times to work on her piece with them, as well as Megan King Johnson, who works in the School of Music. So, and one of them lives too far, so they'll be coming on Friday to work.
So there's a chance, there will be a chance to work on it a little bit before the concert.
Definitely.
So, because I would think that would present a challenge,
it's a challenge.
To bring some of those people in there.
These girls have worked with this group before, so they're all very comfortable.
And of course, you said you are debuting a new piece, and so I guess what inspired this new piece, and what brought that piece in to be selected and a part of this program?
Now, Eric and I had a lot of long conversations about my journey over the last 10 years, the student's journey. He found a great poem by Ridgely Torrance called Evensong, and when I read it, I went, that's it. And so he said it. He said it with cello, and so we've invited our dear friend Katerina Juroskova to come and play the cello part with us. And it moved me to tears the first time I heard it.
And so an opportunity for individuals who have had experience with Concert Chorale in the past to hear a little bit of the background and hear a little bit of the future, but also just a chance to experience your history, especially for anybody who's known your experience with this program, and celebrate what you've contributed to the program as well.
So it's this Sunday, and it's an hour of their time from 3 to 4, April 2nd. At Bush Memorial Baptist Church.
All right.
And admission is free.
Admission is free, as always, and a good opportunity. You can't complain about a free opportunity to listen to some music and see a little bit, once again, just the idea of seeing the history, 10 years of any group on campus celebrated through song, sounds like a fun opportunity.
It's very
So,
symbolic, I think, in looking back, but also looking forward.
all right, well, here's hoping that a lot of folks
Thank
turn
you.
out and enjoy this 10-year look back at
Thank
the
you.
Concert Chorale. Thanks for joining us today. And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.